Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my subscribers lesson about IELTS exam speaking and writing sessions. It's Wednesday, Thursday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:29 a.m. As you might be aware, this lesson is only for my subscribers. If you are interested to join, uh, you have to just hit on in the sign up button, then you'll be able to sign up my lesson. And in order to develop your speaking, writing, or reading and listening, the key factor is practice. Practice on a regular basis. It doesn't matter how long you practice every day, but it should be persistent. It should be consistent, as well as it should be a continuous program, so that you take your English language to a certain standard level where you can communicate, you can express yourself, and you can have the interaction with other people.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning and Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak, Pacifier.
Yes, sir. Eid Mubarak. Wa alaikum assalam.
I saw your photo, I think, is it Dhanmondi? Baitul Aman, you mentioned? Something like that.
Oh, I explored that masjid on Eid day. It was the first time I went to that mosque.
Mm-hmm.
So I took few pictures of that mosque. But I prayed Eid prayer in Muhammadpur, Alamin Jame Masjid.
Okay.
Baitul Aman Mosque from Dhanmondi. The mosque looks beautiful during the day, mostly because of its architecture. It's totally different from the other mosques. So I wanted to go there from a long time ago, but didn't have the time. So that's why on Eid day I took it as my agenda to go there.
Okay. So tell me, how did you spend your Eid day? Speaking task too, yeah?
Uh, so in the morning I ate sweets and went to the congregation for Eid prayer. After the Eid prayer, I met with my relatives, few relatives who who lives close by, and then I met with my friends. After that, I came back home at noon, had biryani, the common recipe in Bangladesh to observe any special day. So had biryani, and after that I took a nap for 2 or 3 hours. Then I went outside again, exploring Dhaka.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, so till night I observed the day, and after that I came back home. That was it.
So you didn't celebrate it with your parents or with your family, did you?
Okay, so there was a problem with that because I couldn't go to my parents' house, which is in Bogura. So that's why. But I uh, had a conversation with them over phone.
Mm-hmm. You can mention it always, any other communication.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. Yes.
in Dhaka city, you live by yourself.
I live with my wife.
Do you have any child or children?
No, we are just the two of us.
Does she work somewhere?
Yeah, her office is nearby, near our house.
Okay.
She's a graduate from Kuwait, Khulna University
Uh,
of Engineering and Technology.
and which background is she from?
She's a planner.
Planner.
Yes.
Do you mean architecture?
No, URP, urban and regional planning.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, this background has very little uh, field in Bangladesh because the most of the work that are being done here they're doing without any plan. So uh,
That's
architecturers and civil engineers lead the role here. So they don't take the help of a planner.
very. This is one of the problems in our country. When you study
Hmm.
something, and many cases you will find that no practical application is there.
That's right.
So, do you think that this problem may be resolved by creating more job opportunities by the relevant authority?
Yes, of course, because the all the city corporations, the Dhaka, Khulna, Chittagong, and others, they can take initiatives for this.
Okay, thank you very much for the
Like
explanation.
it's a burning question here. Like most of the cities are unplanned. So and with the Padda Setu, Khulna is in serious risk because they didn't develop in with a plan. So because of Padda Setu, there will be huge constructions going on, and if they don't take it seriously right now,
Mm-hmm.
they will have to suffer a lot in future,
All right.
like that.
Okay. I have written two words from your conversation. Biryani, you can say, is a traditional food,
Okay.
and generally after meat, we do not use any preposition. I forgot to tell you when you used last time in my previous lesson. I meet him,
Mm-hmm.
not I meet with him.
Oh,
Generally,
okay.
but I'll recheck. But as far as I remember, the meet is one of the words after which we do not use a preposition.
Okay. So
Okay.
I met him or I met them. Okay.
Yeah, I met him.
But no preposition.
Yeah. Okay. And if you remember, I explained in every sentence or every word there is a stressed part of, and there are some content words and some functional words. If you remember,
Mm.
so
Mm,
contents words are those which we stress in the sentence,
okay.
and functional words are less stress. So
Okay.
contents words are mostly like noun, adjectives,
Mm-hmm.
pronoun, but functional words are like verb, helping verbs, linking verbs, are the part. So when you
Okay.
say, for example, I met him, here met is the stressed word. Him
Mm-hmm.
is the less stress. That's why instead of saying I met him, we are just bringing together I met him. You see, you can hear the A sound. I met him.
Oh,
I
okay.
met them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, similarly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the best way to
Okay. So,
understand which one is content word, you have to just picture it, which word is only itself meaningful. For example, like what's your name? If I say, you understand that I'm asking your name. But if I say to you,
right.
name, then still you'll understand that I'm asking your name.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
here
right.
name is the content word, and other words are functional words. That means content word is the
Right.
main and important stress sound, and other words are less stress or functional words. These are the part of phonetics, by the way, specifier.
Okay, so maybe I missed this class.
Yeah, possibly, because you didn't attend all of them. Sometimes you were absent.
Right.
No worries. I always repeat.
Okay, so.
All right. Yesterday I got a student. She was the only one who joined yesterday. Dr. Rosie didn't join. You didn't join either. She is she's from South Korea, Seoul. She's going for her PhD program in
Semi.
Semi.
Yes.
Did you meet her?
Okay. No, yeah, I saw her in the group.
Yes. Uh, she's she has been given scholarship for the UK University of Bath. I
Hmm.
think her subject is
Okay.
possibly social something, social system of the UK or something like that.
Okay.
So I had to give some, and she was asking which basic grammar she needs to know and how she can write the academic writing.
Hmm.
So I was giving really good insights. And honestly, later I thought it would be too much for her, whatever I explained yesterday. And these are the grammar parts. As you can see, I
Yeah.
asked her to study, and she asked
Okay.
some questions from some there.
Hmm.
And I thought she might be joining today because it was not complete yesterday. We went up to parts of
Hmm.
space. What is parts of space? How we can use. Then
Hmm.
also active and passive voice. Then the criteria of
Okay.
academic writing or research paper or presentation.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to ask you another question. I forgot to ask you. You are also GRE teacher, right? Is there any
Right.
website in the internet people can get mock test for GRE exam?
For mock tests. Okay. So, um, Manhattan and Princeton, Nova, they all of them provide free mock tests. Um,
Could you please send me message later?
and
Yeah, that will be better.
okay, so yeah.
Oh, Sam is here. Hello, Sammy. I've just invited you. Okay. Thank you very much, Pacifier. So as soon as she's here, then we can go on. And do you know Nishad by any chance?
Nishad.
Who is from Bogor as well?
I met him. I met him here on your
Class.
class.
Hmm.
Yes.
He's a talented boy. He got scholarship in Nordic countries in undergraduate level. I think Finland.
Hmm. Finland.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had to sit for two tests. One of them was preliminary skill screening, eligibility, and other questionnaire, and second was like an open discussion, which was
Okay.
mostly, which was I think conducted in English.
Hmm.
He did well. It's because he's from Bogora.
Yes. Yes. I know. So he's also from Bogota. Have you ever visited Bogota, sir?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. But I had a
Okay.
classmate in my school who was from there,
Okay.
schoolmate, I should say. And
Oh.
he used to describe a lot of stories about Bogora. He was from main city, and
Hmm.
I forgot the name. Is it Shatrastarmo or something?
Yes, that's right. Shatmatha.
Or
It's called
Shatmatha?
Shatmatha. Mhm.
Hi, Sammy. I've invited you once again. Possibly she might be busy.
Mostly people go to Bogura to have a look of the Mahasthangar and the
Is it Lalan Shah is from
art
there?
famous. No, Lalan Shah is from Kustia.
Kustia. Mahasthangar, yeah.
Yes, Mahasthangar, the old capital of Bangla,
Hmm.
Pundranagar. Pundranagar. Yeah, that was the name of Bogura before, Pundranagar, when it was the capital of Bangla.
Okay. And I forgot the history of Bogura, so your
Mm,
connection is bad today. Okay, see, I'm trying to add you, Sammy. I've just, I was not successful to add you. So, Sammy, what you have to do, if you sign out and rejoin, please, that will be better
yes,
so that you can come back. Sometimes it's a technical glitch. Today, there will be announcing, we had this 1 month, a Hello 3 years anniversary. We all,
yes,
some of the teachers, not all of them, participated in different, you know, uh, perspectives, and
yes.
they're going to,
You did a stream on IPA.
yeah, I did two. One of them was IP, another one was IELTS exam.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I did
yes,
two theme
yes.
live stream, and also supporting sign up, one in one class, private lesson.
Mm-hmm.
They asked all this data, which submitted.
Okay.
So we have to.
So is it like a competition
It's
among the
it's ki-
teachers?
it's kind of motivational competition. Okay, so they're
Okay.
going to reward some of them. I believe that. Okay, so
Mhm.
Sam is back. I think I invited you again. Hey, welcome.
Yes, I connected my phone because my PC has a problem.
Right. Okay. Welcome.
Hi, Sami.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Pacifier is a GRE
Good afternoon.
teacher. Meet him. He's from Bangladesh.
So, my name is Sohel. I'm from Bangladesh. I teach GRE here, and I am going to take the IELTS test again. That's why I'm practicing the speaking and writing section. So that's it.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm from South Korea and I'm in a doctoral course now. Uh, and I'm going to go to United Kingdom for my study about, and I'm going to stay there for 5 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
yeah. So I want to improve my writing skills and speaking
Mm-hmm.
skills.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice to meet you too.
Sabine, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. In the UK, for all the research paper assignment and doctoral and postdoctoral courses, we use Harvard referencing. Okay, I'm writing
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Harvard
Referencing system.
Yes,
Harvard referencing.
and Harvard really seems to be very easy.
Yes.
Harvard referencing, and also I remember when I studied MBA, say a year ago. Our teacher always asked
Mm.
us to at least 15 references were needed for each and every assignment. So more you give, you'll get
Okay.
more marks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember on the first assignment, I used 29, different sources, and the teacher was very happy. And
Okay.
and in his subject, I was one of the luckiest students who got distinction because of the using referencing and the academic writing. So as SEM is coming,
Oh,
so that is
good
the
to know this.
oh, thank you. That's the information for you as well. Do you know how to use Harvard referencing system, Sami? Any idea?
No.
Okay. Harvard referencing is very easy. For example, in referencing, we use two types of referencing. One is we call primary referencing, another is secondary. Okay. And similarly, when you're conducting a research, Sohail and Sami, we use primary data and secondary data, or primary sources or secondary source. These all are same, more or less. So what is primary?
Okay.
For example, you have chosen a topic, research topic, and no one has done it before. You're the first person, so you
Ah.
chose your demographic factor, you chose the environment or
Mm-hmm.
research area, and also you created all the questionnaire about the research. Okay, it could be a focus group, it could be face-to-face direct interview, or it could be a telephone interview, it could be any other kind of interaction. So whatever you do for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
it will be your primary data. You are the primary researcher. Okay? And you publish it,
Right.
for example, you publish it has been published for international publications or research paper. If somebody wants to use your reference, then that person will be using secondary reference or secondary data, because that person
Okay.
will keep the, say, from the research paper of semi or pacifier, page number these, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
she mentioned. Now
Right.
we have
Mm-hmm.
to use the citation, and we use in-text
Mm-hmm.
citation. I'm writing. For Harvard referencing, we use in-text citation first, and at the end we use bibliography. So bibliography, a collection of all the referencing in alphabetical
Mm-hmm.
order, A to Z. Okay, and one unique process is that we have to use the last name first. Okay, for example, say Sohail Shahriar, so it should be Shahriar, comma Sohail, book names
Got
these,
it.
page number this, or the published research paper this, date this.
Mm-hmm.
Then, for example, why you have to learn GRE, for example. Okay,
Okay.
it comes
Okay.
like this. So these are the ways
Mm-hmm.
we always use Harvard referencing, which is very easy for all learners. But in the US and Canada, they have got different system, but more or less same. When I read their guidelines, so it is a similar way of using the reference in the academic writing or research paper or publication.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sami, any question? Uh, and for in-text citation, that's very easy. What we write in-text citation. If I'm to give a reference, say from your book, say Sami, uh, then I'll write the two ways. Number one, Sami said in my research paper, inverted comma it should be if I want to copy same. But if I want to rewrite or paraphrase, then I can say like this. This is that I'm paraphrasing with different words, and the bracket we use like this. For example, Sami 19, only name and date, say 2018, for example.
Okay.
Okay, this is also helpful for you, Sari. In
Right.
that case, we'll write the last name and the year, and then I
Mm-hmm.
have in the bibliography I have to give the exact information,
Mm-hmm.
which publication of Sami or which research paper I have used. Say, then you cite Sami, last name, then paper's name. Then if I know the page number, it's better. Or if I know the line number, more better, because it is easier for the examiner to check out quickly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, and we have got another software called Turnitin. Have you ever heard of it? Any of you?
Yes.
Turn.
Like plagiarism.
Yes,
Plagiarism.
Turnitin is
Turnitin.
exactly. It's an international software. It's very strong software. It always checks your plagiarism. And in my MBA program, we had a limitation of using similar sources or plagiarism. I think
Okay.
it was only 12% possibly.
Okay.
But I heard that in some countries they allow 40%, which is really not good. 40% is a lot.
Right.
Yeah, in my
You.
country, we little bit less 10
Less than
10%.
10%?
Yeah,
Wow, that's great. And also, I remember that when you submit an assignment or research paper, we are given the Turnitin software freely to check.
Okay.
Then if we find that more than 15% or 12%, we have to just change it again. Okay.
Rephrase, paraphrase. So.
That's right. And some resources are never allowed in research paper. Number one, Wikipedia. Number two, Google. Number three, any
Google.
any media like television, newspaper, radio, YouTube. Okay, these are never accepted as a valid source. And
Wikipedia is Wikipedia. Do you know Wikipedia?
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, yeah, it is not available, right?
But it is not accepted in the UK. I don't know about other country. You can't give a source from Wikipedia. You can take information, then you have to go to the main page. But because in Wikipedia you'll find always the writer's name and the book's name or the source name. Then you have to go back to the main source rather than Wikipedia.
Right.
Yeah, can I ask a question? How about referencing? I didn't understand a lot. So can I check it through a site or any can you send me a link about it? Harvard
referencing system. Okay, I have to send it later. But it's briefly when you are using a reference, you have to use like last name of the about the person, then first name, then the name of the publication, and name. If it is a book, write down the name of the book. If you know the page number, give the page number. And sometimes you have to use italic. Yeah, you know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Italic or italic, this whatever. And especially when is the name of the page. If you don't know the page, you don't have to use italic. Okay. And also, if you know the chapter, like this chapter, when you don't know the page number, that's fine. But if you know the which topic, which chapter of the book, so that is called Harvard referencing. Okay. And this seems to be the one of the easiest referencing system for the research and academic writing, research paper mostly, or assignments.
APA system is quite difficult, I think.
Could be.
Yeah, I understand that last name, we first write last name and then write first name. And I can say it that we can see in an article the last name and then first name, and first name is just written a first character. Yeah, the first character, just one first character of the first name. Yeah, Is it right?
Right, yeah, it's a first character of the first name, exactly.
Mm. Yeah, it is confusing me.
And then semicolon you have to
Like,
use after that. For example, say I'm writing your name, yes, so say your first name is A, then comma, so say sociology, your publication, then say it was published 2019, for example, 2019, then now it is the italic part. Was there any topic? Say welfare system in the UK, for example. I'm just giving an example, okay? Welfare
mhm,
system in the UK. Then again, comma, page 72, all right? And the yeah, I have
okay.
written, okay? So it is like this, semi A, sociology,
Mm.
publication, yeah, the name, welfare system in the UK, page 72.
Okay.
Yeah, sociology is a name of journal.
Say name of the journal, or you can use a book as well, published book.
Mhm,
Okay, now when you're
Um,
choosing a journal, there are some criteria. It should be peered, the peer,
mhm,
or it should be reviewed by the other, users. You'll find how many times it has been peered, say 566 times, or it has been reviewed 102
okay.
times. The more the number, the more better is a valid source. Okay.
Okay.
yeah,
The only thing may not be peered or reviewed when you are using the primary source or primary data, because you are the first one you're publishing.
Right. Mhm.
Clear, Sami?
So,
yeah,
as a part of my bachelor's, I had to do a survey on the effects of or bad habits of secondary smoking, uh, like knowledge regarding secondary smoking
Mm-hmm.
on the university students. So there I had to use few sources from internet, like EMC and others, and I used the term accessed on the date after the reference in
Yes,
third bracket.
yeah, that's right. You have to give the access date. Excellent. Thank you very much for reminding.
Hmm.
So I have. Yeah, if you ever used an online source which is valid, give the access date and time as well, if possible.
Hmm. Right.
Any other question? We can go to discussion a little bit about grammar, Semi. But this is really helpful
Yes.
for you for composing a research paper or publication. And also, I'll
Mhm.
suggest read similar types of publication of similar field by different authors or writers, so that you can have good idea how they move on. But remember, in research paper or published paper, you have to use academic words. Number one, 100% accurate grammar is needed.
Right.
Always make sure your grammar is 100% correct. Otherwise, you'll be criticized. Okay, and some publication will not uh,
Accept.
accept it. That's right. They'll say it is a substandard writing.
Hmm.
And also, third person. Remember, I said like I'm going to describe. No, we don't like this. This topic will
Hmm.
describe, or it will be described, or it will elaborate, it will demonstrate, it will determine, something like that. It depends on your writing skill, how you're going to present it. Okay, and another important thing I've just
That's right.
noticed by reading different research paper, that though those are academic words, but your flow of writing should be very easy, so that even a layman can understand what you are talking or
Hmm.
discussing, topic.
Like we don't have to use rhetoric.
No, uh, better to avoid
Mm.
them. Any
Right.
ambiguous words, any confusing words,
Hmm.
any contradicting words in writing, always avoid it, so that your
Okay.
readers can get a very clear concept about the topic, and
Hmm.
which is very important because you are presenting your paper, your knowledge through writing only.
Right.
Okay, Sami and Sharia.
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday we discussed up to, was it parts of space? Sami, do you remember?
Yes.
And also, uh, as you know, parts of space are those. That's the part of any space, any sentence, and you know them. So,
Right.
so like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjectives, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. And honestly speaking, preposition is
So
the hardest part in parts of space. Okay, sometimes I'm confused too, but don't worry. Even if
mm,
when you're writing, a preposition is wrong, in that case, it will not be considered a great no mistake. But if you are missing adjective, adverb, verb, that will be really impact.
mhm.
Remember that.
I
Okay,
think for preposition, we have to use collocation all the time. Right.
exactly. And Sami, do you know what is
It's better to use collocation.
okay? Sami, do you know what is collocation?
Collocation?
Yeah, have you heard this term before?
Oh, but I forgot it. Yeah, I heard about the word once, but I forgot the name of it. Yeah, forgot the meaning of it.
So, would you mind, please?
Okay, so collocation is the natural way of putting words together, like which word will come after which word. Like
Uh,
I intend to.
I'll be back in
So
1 minute. Carry on discussion, both of you. Yeah.
okay, intend to do this. So to comes with intent, not I intend with do this or I intend for do this, not like that. So the natural way is to after intent. So that's the collocation, the natural way of arranging words. Which word will come to which word?
I'm back. Yeah. Did you give any example, uh, Sharia?
Yes, I said I intend to do this. So to comes after intent, not with, not for. So
Right. So, Sami, and another way, collocations are those words when a word can't go without another. Okay, it must go together. Simply. For example, fast food. Okay, Af- fast food. I'm writing it comma in the comment section. Fast food
mhm,
is a collocation. Similarly,
mhm,
make mistake, not do a mistake.
mhm.
I have seen many people use do a mistake. Hey, I'm doing mistake. No, that's wrong. Okay, make mistake. Similarly,
Mhm.
listen to. After listen, we have to use the preposition. All right.
Commit suicide.
Commit suicide, not listen to. Yeah, not commit a mistake. Sometimes people say commit a mistake. No, that's wrong. Similarly, pay attention.
Mhm.
Make a cup of tea. Make a bed. These are collocations. Like powerful engine. And normal collocations are like lions roar. Lions do not shout, yeah, but babies shout.
Right.
Okay, clear, Sami? Are you there? I can't hear her. Can you hear her, Sharia?
No, me neither. Maybe she's having bad connection again.
Okay, so only 20 minutes more. You see, Sharia, when we start discussing something interesting, time goes quickly. Okay, there are some
Yes,
verbs.
that's
After
right.
that, we do not use any preposition at all. Sharia, please remember, mate is one of
Okay.
them. Then contact, yeah, when you're using as a verb. Contact,
Mm-hmm.
noun, contact, verb, yeah,
Contact.
contact. Oh, you
And
understand. Welcome back.
oh yeah, and it is hard to. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
It is hard to pronounce or understand the British English pronunciation. It contact. Yeah, it is hard to differentiate.
Okay. Semi, today I'm going to explain another pronunciation of verb and noun. There are hundreds of words that we use as verb as well as a noun, and it should be distinguished when you are pronouncing. Okay, so that your listener can understand whether it's a verb or noun. And Shariat can give the example because we took 2 lessons in 2 different classes. We explained
Mm,
this.
yeah, yeah, okay. Thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
Shariat, if you go ahead, then I'll add some more comments for her. Shariat?
Okay. The first word will be address or address. So if I'm saying address, that means the em- if I'm putting much emphasis on the first part, on the first syllable, it means noun. And if I'm putting much more emphasis on the second syllable, then it's verb, like address. So I'm putting emphasis on the second part. So that becomes verb.
And this rule is applicable if the word is polysyllable. Okay, remember, if it's a monosyllable, the sound is same.
Yes.
Okay, Sami, do you remember syllable by syllable we described
Like
yesterday?
sometimes
Hmm.
Yes.
Go on.
sometimes in monosyllables, the pronunciation is different in monosyllables also, like dove and dove.
Yes, that is an exception.
It means different.
Okay, so this word like monosyllable. Okay, ache. Shara, do you remember ache?
Mm-hmm.
Monosyllable. So ache means pain as a noun, also verb.
Right.
Like I've got a toothache,
Mm-hmm.
or I've got headache. Do you have paracetamol tablet? Analgesic. But my leg is aching after running 5 miles. So that is verb. So we are not changing the tone in this case.
Mm-hmm. Then it becomes
Oh, Medina is
right.
here.
Egg is a monosyllable, but when we adding ing to egg, and we pronounce aching,
Yes, as a verb. Okay.
and then it is a bisyllable.
No, it is also used as noun and verb. What I'm trying to say, it may be used noun and verb depending on the content on text. Okay. Say, for example, headache or toothache. Actually, it should be together. CHE. Okay. But if you use
Okay.
ing or s,
Yeah.
so if you use s or ing, then it becomes verb. Like it aches, my leg aches, okay, or my leg is aching if it is continuous. Madin, are you there?
Mm. And
Yes,
then
teacher. Hello, everyone. And hello, teacher.
Welcome.
Thank you. How are you all?
yeah,
I'm all right. I'm sure you have met Pacifier and Semi before, haven't you?
yeah,
Yes, we met.
Yes.
ni-
Yes.
yeah, nice to meet you again.
Nice meeting and yeah.
Okay,
And sorry for interruption. Go ahead, Sammy.
no worries. So once again, if you remember, our topic was there are hundreds of words that we use both as verb and nouns. Depending on the stress, when the word is bisyllable or more than bisyllable, say polysyllable, we always
Mhm.
stress on the second syllable or second part, and that time it means noun. But if you stress on the first part or
Right.
first syllable, then it becomes a verb. For example, contact. When you're pronouncing contact, you may have noticed our tone is coming from upper to down. So we call falling intonation to, I mean, rising intonation to falling intonation. So there are, and I'm sure if you remember, intonations are the way our tone changes. So falling means going
Right.
down. Okay, rising means
Mhm.
going up or higher intonation. Another one is medium, like we call monotone, when it doesn't change, like a robot talks. And
Right.
also another is higher to fall. Okay, it's going up to down. I
Mhm.
show it the hand, higher to fall, coming from upper to down, and falling to higher, going up to down. So for the noun, our in tone or intonations are always rising intonation to falling intonation. So contact, it becomes noun. Okay, Sami. Now, if I want to use easy as a verb, then it will be the other way around. So it's falling intonation to higher intonation. Contact, like Sohel gave the example, address and address.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it clear, Sami?
Yeah, but not a verb. We write aching or contacting, and then when we use the aching, adding ing, is there a monosyllable or bisyllable?
So egg itself is
Aching.
egg is a monosyllable, but when you're using ing, it becomes bisyllable.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then we have to
Okay.
follow the bisyllable roots, like aching. Okay,
Mm,
okay.
okay. Yeah, yeah. It's clear. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So let me test with this word that we
Mhm.
use very often for all of you. Contract. So example as verb, as noun. So Sami, let's ask her first. If you want to use as a verb, how should we pronounce it?
Verb.
Yeah, for the word contract.
Contract.
Remember, for the verb, our tone must go from falling to rising. Okay, so it will be going up. The second, syllable stressed. It should be stressed in the second half. What?
Contract.
Very good. Contract. Like if you want to use as a noun, we should stress on the first
Con-
part. Very good.
yeah.
Contract.
Contract.
Like you have got 5 months contract as a PhD student in the UK,
Yeah.
for example. Very good. Well done. How about you, Modena?
Contract for noun. Contract for verb.
Very good. Well done. Bravo. And Shariar, I'm sure you know it already.
Okay, so let me do contract. So noun and contract verb.
Sometimes, in order to stress, we have to exhale our air, breathe it, and stress it. You'll feel that, oh, contract. Sorry. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Well done, both of you. Great. So that is very important, especially in speaking. In writing, that's fine. People will be able to understand by reading your sentence, whether it's a verb or a noun. And
Mm-hmm.
but it's a matter of speaking. So you need to be very careful when you're using. Okay. And once again,
Okay.
you have asked a question earlier. Is British accent is very difficult? Honestly, if it is a dialect, semi, it will be very difficult to understand. That's why in the UK, when teachers are being trained to teach English, national and international students are trained in RP accent. Have you ever heard this? Soil knows that, I'm sure.
Received pronunciation.
So what is received pronunciation, RP accent? So the way I'm trying to talk, it is called a neutral accent of the UK, where you don't have the impact, but you have to follow the 100% pronunciation technique. Okay, 100%
Right.
pronunciation technique. So as you might be aware that there are two types of pronunciation in the world: British IPA, we call it IPA, International Phonetic Alphabets, and another one is American IPA or US IPA. So they are different in many situations. Sorry. And the first one is, once again, letter R and letter T. Yeah, the most prominent two sounds.
Right.
Okay, Sami, is it clear? If you're not sure anything, please ask me. Yeah, letter R and letter T. And in British English or British pronunciation, most of the cases we do not pronounce letter R or R. Sometimes they say it is replaced by the schwa sound, or we call sometimes vowel sound. And schwa sounds are those sounds which are negligent or ignored, or if you have to pronounce, you have to pronounce it very softly. For example, this,
Like
yeah,
bout.
yes. For example, this word,
Right.
this A, the first letter is a short sound. We don't say about, we say about, because it's a short sound. It should be soft.
Mhm.
Can you try to pronounce it? Shariar first.
Bout.
About, yeah, that should be very short A. Medina,
About.
don't stress on A. It should be less stress. About. It should
About.
Bout.
be very good. Sami?
About.
Okay. Now, the best way to develop your pronunciation is first to know how to pronounce the word. Then we use
Mhm.
in a sentence, because when you're using in the sentence, that is the point you'll be able to understand, hey, I'm pronouncing it correctly or not. For example, today about the research, criteria, research papers criteria, how you can write and compose your writing. It's all about the rules, techniques, and guidelines. Use 2 3 sentences so that you feel
Mhm.
comfortable. Okay, so would you like to make sentences, 2 sentences each, starting from Sharia, Sami, and Medina?
Mhm. Today's live session is about pronunciation and mm, different techniques and writing academic writing. And today we discussed about RP accent, and we also discussed about
Collocation,
intonations,
intonation, collocation.
collocations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sammy, your example, please.
Um, mm, I discussed about I discussed about my research topic in front of the people.
Okay. Another sentence, please.
I'm about to connect the internet to attend my class, online class.
Okay. Well done. Medina.
Okay. I was shocked to hear about her, and no, about yeah. And another one, I didn't think about my tomorrow's exam, and that's why I prepared it. Like I forget.
That's all right. Thank you. So we are just having some explanation. Can you see this word E on the screen? See, this is called schwa sound. Okay. And have you noticed that there is a dot after E? That means if you ever find this dot or this symbol, any word in dictionary, you have to stress the about. You see, we are talking about, yeah? Semi, Medina, and Sharia?
Okay, so we have to stress after that sign.
Yeah, on that letter. About. You'll hear the A very shortly.
Okay.
About. And I always try to explain some
About.
phonetic symbols so that even in your own time, when you're checking a dictionary, you'll be able to understand why you have to stress. Okay? So here you have to stress on B. That's why there is a dot after schwa sound. Okay, so it's about in both American and British. You can say about. So your homework will be for all of you. Find out some schwa sound words so that we can practice next time whenever in the public live stream. Okay, we have got only 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Any other question, Sami?
Oh no.
All
Yeah,
right.
and is it right if I understand? In front of the B there is a dot, right?
Yeah.
So then I have to stress B.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right. And whenever you're watching any dictionary, you'll find this type of dot, and then you have to understand there you have to stress, and also there will be another dot in middle. That means those are dots are syllables. How many syllables are there?
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me try to show quickly if there is time. So one of them is hang on a second. Say if I can bring quickly. All right. We don't have much time though. Like pronunciation. Can you see Can you see dot
Yeah.
and dot and dot? That means we
Right.
have to break the pronunciation, the syllables. Okay. Did you see it, Semi,
I
Medina,
see.
and Sharia?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
sir.
In
Yeah.
pronunciation, there is a shasan, pronunciation. So
Pronunciation.
have a look to dictionary
Pron-
and you'll be able to understand. Okay.
Yeah, can I ask a
Okay.
question? We can see it dot a verb and dot below two different dots, right? So
Time is up. Sorry.